Namaste Javians. खुश रहो बिटिया. I Javin Preeti Singh, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. Today I will discuss about the topic good laboratory practices. Good laboratory practices session belong to the quality assurance for the B Farm 6 semester students. Now we come to the good laboratory practices. The phrase good laboratory practices or GLP specifically refers to a quality system of management control for research laboratories and organizations to ensure the uniformity, consistency, reliability, and reproducibility, quality, and integrity of chemicals, including pharmaceuticals. Non-clinical safety test from physiochemical properties through acute to chronic toxicity test. Medicine and Healthcare Product Regulatory Agencies UK, which defines GLP as good laboratory practices, embodies a set of principles that provide a framework within which laboratory studies are planned, performed, monitored, recorded, reported, and achieved. Good laboratory practices applies to non-clinical studies conducted for the assessment of the safety or efficacy of chemical, including pharmaceuticals. GLP, a data quality system, should not be confused with standard for the laboratory safety. Appropriate gloves, glass, and clothing to handle lab material safety. GLP, an internationally recognized definition of the GLP, good laboratory practice embodies a set of principles that provide a framework within which laboratory studies are planned, performed, monitored, recorded, and reported and archived. These studies are undertaken to generate data by which the hazards and risks to users, consumers, and third parties, including the environment, can be assessed for the pharmaceutical, only preclinical studies, and agrochemicals, cosmetics and food additives, feed additives, and contaminants, novel food, biocides, detergent, etc. GLP helps assure regulatory authorities that the data submitted are a true reflection of the result obtained during the study and can therefore be relied upon when making risk safety assessment. GLP is an FDA regulation, Food Drug Administration regulation. Now we come to the history. The term GLP was first used in New Zealand in 1972. GLP was first introduced in New Zealand and Denmark in 1972 and later in the US in 1978 in response to the Industrial Biotest Lab scandal. GLP is a formal regulation that was created by the US FDA, United States Food and Drug Administration in 1978. GLP was instituted in US following cases of a fraud generated by toxicology lab in a data submitted to the FDA by pharmaceutical companies. As a result of these findings, FDA promulgated the Good Laboratory Practices Regulation 21 CFR Part 58. On December 22, 1978, 43 FR 59986, the regulation became effective June 1979. So this is the history of good laboratory practices. Now we come to the why was GLP created? In the early 70s, FDA became aware of the cases of poor laboratory practices all over the United States. FDA decided to do an in-depth investigation on 40 toxicology lab. They discovered a lot of fraudulent activities and a lot of poor lab practices. That's why good laboratory practices is created. Famous example, one of the lab that went under such an investigation made headline news. The name of the lab was Industrial Biotest. This was a big lab that ran tests for the big companies such as Procter and Gamble. It was discovered that mice and they had used to test cosmetics such as lotion and deodorants have developed cancer and death. Industrial Biotest lab through the dead mice and covered result, deeming the product good for the human consumption. Those involved in production, distribution, and sales for the lab eventually served jail time. Objective of GLP: GLP makes sure that the data submitted are a true reflection of the result that are obtained during the study. GLP also makes sure that data is traceable, promote international acceptance of test. GLP principle, organization and personal. Organization and personal is divided into different types. First one is management responsibility, sponsor responsibility, study director responsibility, principal investigator responsibility, study personal responsibilities, quality assurance program, and quality assurance personnel. Facilities, test system facilities, facility for test and reference item. Fourth is equipment, reagent and material, test system, physical and chemical and biological, test and reference item, standard operating procedure. Eighth one is performance of study, study plan, conduct of study. Ninth is reporting of result, and 10 is archival storage of record and reports. Now we come to the basic elements in GLP. Personal में sponsor, management, study direction, study director, quality assurance. Document में standard operating protocol, reports and archiving. Facility में laboratory operation, animal care, equipment, reagent and storage. Test and control articles, characterization, handling, storage. Personnel, qualification of personnel. The assumption is that in order to conduct GLP studies with right quality, a couple of things are important. There should be sufficient number and the personnel should be qualified. Sponsor, person who initiate and supports non-clinical laboratory studies, a person who submit non-clinical study to FDA or testing facility that initiate and conducts the study. Now we come to the facility management. Responsibility of facility management is well defined. They designed to a study director as well as assure quality assurance unit is available. Test and control article are characterized. So now we come to the study director. He has the overall responsibilities for technical conduct safety studies as well as interpretation and analysis documentation and reporting of result. Quality assurance unit serves an internal control function. It is responsible for monitoring each study to assure management that facilities, equipment, personnel, method and practices, records, control and SOPs final reports for data integrity and archives are in conformance with the GLP. Instrumentation validation. This is the process necessary for an analytical laboratories. Data produced by the faulty instruments may give the appearance of the valid data. Now we come to the equipment records should be included, name of the equipment and manufacturer, model or type of the identification, serial number and data equipment was received in the laboratory. Copy of manufacturer's operating instructions. Important questions to be answered for any analytical instrument. What is the equipment being used for? And if the instrument is not within a specification, how much does it deviate by? Now we come to the reagent and material certification. The policy is to assure that reagent used are specified in the standard operating procedure. Purchasing and testing should be handled by a quality assurance program. Requirements, reagent and solution shall be labeled. and included data opened and stored under ambient temperature. Expiration date. Document standard operating procedure is also important for the instrumentation process. Right procedure of a laboratory program. They defined how to carry out protocol specified activities and most often written in a chronological listening of action steps. Statistical procedure of data evaluation. Stats procedure are not simply chosen for a textbook. Practitioner in a particular field might adopt certain standards which are deemed acceptable with that field. Test and control articles. Control articles or reference substances, as they called in a OECD principle, are to at most important as they are commonly used to calibrate the instrument. Main requirements to control articles are identity, strength, purity, composition, and other characteristics should be determined for each batch and documented. The stability of each test and articles should also be determined. Analyst certification. Some acceptable proof of satisfactory training and or competence with the specific laboratory procedures must be established for each analyst. Laboratory certification, normally done by the external agencies. Evaluation is concerned with the issues such as adequate space, ventilation, and storage hygiene. Documentation and maintenance of record. Maintenance of all record provide documentation which may be required in the event to legal challenges due to repursuit of the decision based on the original analytical result. General guideline followed in regulated laboratory is to maintain a record for at least 5 years. Specimen sample tracking. Vary among laboratories must maintain the unmistakable connection between a set of analytical data and the specimen and or other sample from which they were obtained. What happened if workplace does not comply with the federal, national, and good laboratory practices standard? It is very important for the good practice of the laboratories. And now we come to the disqualification of facility. Before a workplace can experience the consequences of non-compliance, and explanation of the disqualification is needed. The FDA states the purpose of the disqualification as the exclusion of testing facility from completing laboratory studies, of starting in any new studies. Possible violations, falsifying information for permit and registration or any required records. Grounds for disqualification: the testing facility failed to comply with one or more regulation implemented by the GLP manual. Consequences of the non-compliance: the FDA states the following consequences of non-compliance. First one is the commissioner will send the written proposal of disqualification to the testing facility. A regulatory hearing on the disqualification will be scheduled. Upon disqualification, if the commissioner find that the facility was non-compliance on any of the ground after the hearing, then a final order of the non-compliance will be sent to the facility with explanation. This is the very important topic for the quality assurance unit. So this is the complete protocol and complete session for the good laboratory practices. This session powered by the digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, and hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve your problem by the problem resolving class. Thank you, students, and thank you for the listening.